To a new children's book encouraging young Black girls to let their light shine despite what obstacles are put in their way. Inspired by the appointment of Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, Your Crown Shines highlights the achievements of Black women pioneers and encourages readers to change the world one day. And joining me now for more on this is poet and author Jessica Care Moore. Jessica, thank you so much for being with us this morning and for sharing your book with the world. It's been almost 3 years since you released the original poem. Oprah loved it. What made you turn it into a children's book?
I don't think I had a choice after Oprah loved it. She was amazing. I was on this incredible call with Black women, and after that, Oprah heard the poem. She asked for it to be sent to her. She shared it on Oprah Daily. She quoted her favorite lines of the poem. The poem was written just to celebrate Ketanji Brown Jackson. It wasn't originally supposed to be a children's book. And now it has become this very powerful tool. I've been on tour for the last week all over the country. And not just little girls, but also little boys have shown up. And I have crowns that I give the little ones when they come to the so yeah, it's not just for little girls. The women that have come to my readings have really been inspired by this poem. And so it's just about anyone who's trying to reach a space that they don't realize that seems difficult. You don't see yourself in it. Maybe you've never seen a Black woman Supreme Court Justice, but Ketanji saw herself. So being our young people in general, being able to see ourselves in the future, see ourselves in spaces that never existed for us before is really important, especially in this political climate. I'm really proud that I wrote this poem for Ketanji Brown Jackson. Proud of her, what she's doing as a leader in politics right now. We need her. We need her voice. But little girls need to know that anything's possible. You know, I'm a poet for 30 years, and no one told me I'm a Black girl from the west side of Detroit. No one said you could be a poet for a living. But I saw myself in that space. And so I used my imagination to make my life possible. And so just being an example in that way. And it's been a blessing to be around the little girls and that young audience that I've been wanting to be in front of for such a long time.
Yeah, feeding off that energy. I love that you said that you're so proud of yourself. And also, we know how important representation is, but being able to imagine it yourself, even when you don't see it in life. So the little girl in the story, she's told that her sights are set too high, but she isn't discouraged. So what message do you hope kids reading the book learn?
That if anyone tells you that, and you'd be surprised if a teacher, a counselor, an administrator, or just a peer tells you, you want to do what? That's not possible. You have to have a backup plan that you have to have in your head. No, anything is absolutely possible. The sky is the limit, and that you are allowed to absolutely dream and use and do what you love for a living for the rest of your life. I would do this for nothing. I write poems, you know, and it's a beautiful way to make a living. But I was never told that poetry was possible. But here I am, and so. Yeah.
Love that. I love it. I love it. And you saying like you are allowed to dream because we all are. What is the significance of the imagery of the crown and the crowns that you hand out to the kids that you're interacting with?
Can I please just say Dare Coulter, my illustrator, is a goddess of an illustrator. She took my poems and made visual magic out of them. From the crown that's glowing throughout the book to actual writings from Ketanji Brown Jackson's real writings are inside the book, coded. Yeah, it's collaged inside of this. It's very purposeful, no matter what she's glowing, that the others are lifting her up. There's a page in the book where you have all these book binds with all these women's names on it, from Viola Davis and Oprah Winfrey to Michelle Obama to, Ida B. Wells, women that have inspired me too in my life. And so the book is, first it was just a poem, and now it's a visual manifestation of something much more powerful than I could ever do by myself. So I'm so grateful to Dare Coulter for her vision for this poem.
And we are so grateful to both you and Dare for all of your work, and not only the poem, but the book, and sharing it and reminding all of us that we are allowed to dream. Poet and author Jessica Care Moore, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.